Sam. Thanks for joining me again today. Just want to do a quick video. These long days make me want to do short videos, which if you like those better, that's probably better. Doing shorter videos makes things a little easier on me as well. I kind of wanted to go over, and this is knowledge that once you learn, it will never go away. And I think that's a good thing. I think people need to know what's in their food. So I have a couple of things here where we're going to go over the ingredients list just real quick and see what kind of stuff that food producers are putting in your food. One of the foods I wanted to focus on, it was from, I keep bringing up this book because I read it and I loved it, In Defense of Food. Paulin goes over how he used Sara Lee, so I'm going to use that, the bread company, and how many ingredients are in bread where, bread shouldn't have this many ingredients. And so I have it right here, the ingredients list. And the first one is enriched wheat flour. And enriched is a catch word, because I don't know if that's the right word. They throw it in there, but it doesn't mean it's healthy. It means that when they first took out the nutrition of bread, when they made white bread, they found out that people were losing out on nutrition. And so as they were studying vitamins and minerals and stuff, they'd be like, oh, people need vitamin B, so we should throw that in bread. So instead of having a complete nutrition that the whole wheat germ would have, they just started throwing in little things at a time. And that's not, and we talked about this before, that's not how vitamins and minerals work. The best way to get your vitamins and minerals is by eating whole food, because there's so much that goes into the complexity of even like a berry, for example. Yes, they have antioxidants in them, but sometimes they have found in different fruits that that you only get the full benefits of some vitamins and minerals and other nutrients by eating the whole food, because there might be one vitamin that helps this other vitamin get absorbed better. Like, I think it's some type of fat or oil that when you eat it, it helps more with, I think, vitamin A absorption. And so when scientists just take out these like one nutrients at a time and throw them in something like a pill, it doesn't mean you're actually benefiting it. Actually, probably 90% of the time or so, the vitamins and minerals people take don't do a thing, because they aren't done in the right concentrates or the right ratios, and they're not eaten with the right things, and so it just comes out in your pee, and it's just throwing away money. And so, alright, back to this bread ingredients. So in this enriched wheat flour, they have flour, malted barley flour, reduced iron, niacin, thiamine mononitrate, which is vitamin B1, riboflavin, which is vitamin B2, folic acid, water. Oh, folic acid. So that's what's in flour. That is so crazy. So the flour that I use, I have bread flour and I have wheat flour. There's some little things that are done to bread flour, but one's white flour and one's wheat flour. So there's nutrients in this wheat flour because the whole germ. And so instead of scientists adding in these nutrients, which I say that because these things aren't actually helping you at all. They put them in here because they think that it will benefit you and because it makes customers feel better. And so many Americans are eating such terrible diets that we're overfed but malnourished, which is crazy. So I get nutrients in my bread because, one, it's sourdough and there's benefits that come from that fermentation. And then the whole grain, having it, part of it whole grain, also the whole wheat as nutrition. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 ingredients in just the flour. We're already over the amount of ingredients I use in my bread. And they have water, cool. Sugar. Why do we have sugar in bread? When you eat that white bread and you're like, wow, it's good, like it's a little bit sweet and it's nice, that's not a good thing. If you bite something and your first instinct is to want to eat more of it, you should be cautious. It's different when it's a whole fruit or different things like that, because fruit will give you a natural, like, I'm done kind of thing. Like, you're going to naturally feel full because there's fiber in it and the nutrients, there's different things working. But this white bread, and I've experienced this, I can eat probably a whole loaf of white bread and still not feel full, because it's not going to fill you up. It's addictive. It's sending those signals to your brain that says, ooh, this is good, this is high in calories, you like this, keep eating it. And that's not good. We don't need that. Shut down. Sugar, yeast is in all breads pretty much. So calcium sulfate. Another thing, if you read something and you don't automatically know what it is, unless you've been trained in a chemist field, probably not good. Or probably be aware of it. Calcium sulfate, soybean oil, soybeans. When soybeans are prepared properly, like in a traditional prepared tofu or different things like that, they're prepared in traditional Japanese dishes, soybeans can actually be very beneficial and have good things. Doesn't mean you need to overeat it, but there is some good things. But straight up soybean, especially GMO chemical processed soybeans, not that great. So soybean oil, and when you eat things that have soybean oil or soybeans or soy in general, you are contributing to monocultures of people growing the 3 big monocultures, corn, wheat, and soybeans. And that means that there's been chemicals on them, and there's other problems, and water usage. It's just a whole mess of problems. Salt. I use salt. Salt just adds taste. This probably has too much salt, but wheat gluten. I don't know why they have to add more gluten. There should already be gluten in the original flour, but that was probably taken out when they stripped the wheat of its original stuff. And then there's preservatives. They're going to make the bread, and then it's going to be shipped, and then it's going to be stored on a shelf for who knows how long, and then it's going to go home with you, and then who knows how long it's going to sit in your shelf. And so they don't want things to rot, so they're going to put preservatives in it, which there's effects there that are known and unknown. And some people who are more sensitive, whenever there's preservatives or antibiotics or anything like that, their bodies affect to it. And I think all of our bodies do. It just takes longer for some people than others. So the preservatives are calcium propionate and sorbic acid. And then there's enrichment. And so to make it seem healthier or better, or for them to maybe put some health stickers on their thing, they're going to add some enrichment. Calcium sulfate, which has been now added in twice at this point. Vitamin E acetate, vitamin A palmitate, and vitamin D3. Then there's monoglycerides. And if I remember right, I don't think those are too great. Datum, no idea what that is. Soy lectin, there. So now we have 2 soy products in here, at least. Ferrous sulfate, that's the 3rd sulfate in here. Citric acid, that's been put in twice now, I believe, at this point. Oh no, I'm talking about sorbic acid. Citric acid, grain vinegar, potassium iodate, and monocalcium phosphate. I mean, 90% of this is not needed. Like, what are we putting in our bodies, and what is that doing to us? Just because we may not show bad side effects, which actually you might feel sick when eating this kind of stuff, but you might not realize it because one, you might be used to it, and two, especially in Western cultures, we'll stick with the American culture, the way we eat food doesn't give us time to process it. And so our bodies are probably reacting negatively, but because we're not giving time and energy and being intentional about our eating, we're not realizing that we maybe feel a little queasy, or our heart starts pounding, or these different things, and that this food is actually making us sick. I love going out and getting a burger from the local burger place here, but I have found that when I eat it, especially if I have that and fries or that and a dessert, I feel nauseous afterwards. I feel terrible, and so that for good things, it really keeps me from eating out. And nothing against them. It's nice going out and doing something fun like that. But I've become aware of when I eat certain things, my body has a legit reaction to it that I never noticed before. Not that I often have gone out and eaten burgers, but I love burgers. Probably like my number one favorite food is hamburgers, especially when I make them at home and they're awesome and healthy and pasture raised, pasture finished beef. Good stuff. Video's already going a little longer, so I'm gonna stop there. It's gonna go over a couple more things like pancake mix and chips, but we're just gonna end there. I encourage you that even if you don't want to cold turkey this stuff, when you buy food that's processed, and this bread is processed, highly processed, and really probably shouldn't even be called bread. I don't know what they should call it. Fluff wheat? I don't know. But to just take a look at the ingredients and just read it. And if you want to continue to buy it, sure, but please be aware about what you're buying. And that's kind of all we want people to do, is just be aware of their choices. If you want to make choices that can potentially cause health problems, fine. That is you are free to choose that. But make sure it's a choice and you're just not doing it just because other people are doing it or because it's cheap. Something that's cheap, I won't give a percentage to it. Just be careful. I know we want everyone to stay healthy and strong and happy, and a lot of these problems that we think that we get, well, we do get when we get older, the body aches and struggles with what bodies go through as they get older, are really caused by diet and lifestyle. You fix that and you're going to find that you feel better, you're happier, things just go better. So there we go. Thank you for joining me. It was maybe a little bit downer video, but we're here to do this together, so it's okay. Just a reminder that the bulk beef reservation ends this Monday. So you only have 5 more days to order bulk beef for the spring reservation. So if you would like beef this spring / early summer, make sure to get on there and order your bulk beef soon, today, like right now. So remember, January 31st is when that ends for the spring bulk beef. And then just a reminder about also when you order bulk beef, or if you order the Sweetheart package or any other package or bulk beef, we will send you free local Utah chocolates. And Stan I think he got his order today. So we're going to do a little video at some point of the family taste testing them, and we can share our thoughts with you. I'm really excited about that because I love me some chocolate, especially dark chocolate. So that'll be fun. So I will talk to you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a great day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you later. Bye.